Good morning, everyone, or I should say good afternoon, and welcome to Sheep's Head Bay, Brooklyn. If you don't know by now, this is Andre Johnson on the call today for the last installment of the Game of the Week series, and we have a battle of unbeatens. FJM up against Eagle Queens. So again, this is Andre Johnson on the call. My guy Greg Polius just pulled up in the fresh jacket. You all ready? Shout out to Coach Mack. Move the chains right over here. Maybe we'll hear from him at some point in the game. Maybe we'll get him on the comm. But we are really excited for this matchup. We're going to get Greg wired up in just a minute, but we're going to start going through the ones to watch. About to start going through the ones to watch, and let's start with Eagle Queens. And it's their quarterback, PSAL Severin. Mr. Severin is a 3-year starter, and today he has the chance to break the single-season school record for passing. He currently leads the two-way in passing yards and touchdowns, 851 yards and 13 touchdowns, playing one less game than the rest of the league. So if we're talking about two-way player of the year, it's going to be hard to find someone else than PSAL. But of course, a game like this goes a long way in deciding those kind of awards at the end of the year. And of course, on defense, the leader for the Eagle Queens defense is Khalil Holder, who is not only one of the best outside linebackers in the two-way, he's one of the best linebackers in the league from what I've heard. Hard hitter that can play anywhere on the field, and he is an absolute film junkie. He's great at reading formations, so a well-studied player. And on the year, he has 24 tackles, 3 sacks, and a defensive touchdown on the season. So moving on to the Sharks, FJM. We'll do that in just a second. Give us a second, folks. All right, so we're gonna do FJM a little later. So, captains are out. My color commentator is ready to go. Mr. Polius, what's the word, man?
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy the sun is shining because it could be way different.
No, absolutely. So we're getting ready to go here. You see the captains out. And Greg, so real quick, just to let everybody know, maybe some people aren't as familiar with two-way ball, but Eagle Queens has breezed past all of the competition this year. They've only given up 1 touchdown on defense all season long. So obviously, like I just said, I spoke about Mr. Severin being one of the most dangerous passers in the entire league. Freshman, Mr. Wright, a very dangerous. He was leading the two-way in receiving touchdowns with 5. And in the last 2 games, the Sharks actually have struggled. They needed a late touchdown in their previous game against East Harlem Pride to win. And that was an Elijah White, number 4, pick 6 at the end of the game to win it.
Adrenaline.
So the key for the Sharks to get this win in the battle of the unbeatens is, can they slow down this Eagle Queens offense?
I agree, but I think the one thing that we didn't touch on is the Sharks seem battle-tested, and that matters in games like this. You know, teams that have played in close games, they struggle to, eke out a win, but ultimately they end up on a winning side. And a team that breezes through the schedule that hasn't been battle tested, I think that's where, the deciding factor could matter.
No, that's a very good point. We did not bring that up, the fact that the Sharks have played in those close games. And while we have a minute, we're going to go over the Sharks, their players to watch. And, of course, it's number 7, Ahmed Cisse. Ahmed is a tough, fast running back who does not go down after first contact. He's currently tied for 7 rushing touchdowns. So he's tied for number 1 leading the league in rushing touchdowns. And he's third in the two-way for rushing yards with 560. He's absolutely the engine of the Sharks offense, and he's the best open field tackler on defense. And then they have big number 71, Amari Britt. Showing love to the big guys. I love that. Big physical guard who pulls with nasty intentions, always looking to put someone on their back when he pulls. So look for Cisse to run behind Amari. And, of course, Amari is also a menace on defense.
Looks like Eagle Queens to kick off. Number 49, Jaden, the kicker. And looks like BJ Macklin back to return. Try to see who else is back there with him.
So here we go. The battle of unbeatens begins. And that's a live ball, and a Shark fall on it. I don't know if anyone on the field knew that was a live ball.
It's one of those, I like to call them extended onside kicks.
Absolutely. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Sharks. So forgive us on the line of scrimmage. It's very hard to see.
We're going to do the best we can.
So it looks like the ball is on the 28-yard line, let's call it. And quarterback for the Sharks is DeHarris Haney.
I know for me, whenever I come out and see new teams play, I always love to see how they operate on offense. Because every team runs a different offense. So I'd love to see they come out with, looks like 3 wide receivers and a tight end with a running back in the backfield.
Haney looking to throw. Throwing it deep. Does he have a man? And it's incomplete. That pass was intended for Elijah White.
I think he stopped running. If he keeps running there, he goes past the defender. That might drop in his breadbasket. I
think he had trouble locating where the ball was.
That's also possible.
So you guys have to remember it is noon, so the sun is right above us. So there could be some vision issues for the players. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Would you prefer a Sunday afternoon game as a player or a Sunday night game?
Ooh, Sunday afternoon for sure. I got school in the morning, man. Listen, we Catholic school boys. Hey, no disrespect to anybody, but I had a lot of homework. That's all I'm going to say. I had a lot of homework to worry about. All right, so here's Mr. Haney. Fakes the handoff. Has a man wide open, but completely overthrows number 11, Wayne Evans.
That was 6. He had no one behind him.
That was a miscommunication? What do you think?
I just think it was an overthrown ball.
But it looks like the receiver didn't – it looked like – I don't know. They were completely not on the same page there.
Gives Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson in week 2.
Well, listen, I'm going up against Garrett Wilson in freaking fantasy this week, of course. Anyway, 3rd and 10. DeHarris remaining in the shotgun, 4 wide. Eagle with a single high look. DeHarris looking to throw. Throwing it deep. Does he have a man? No, not enough arm strength. That needs to be to the outside shoulder of the receiver.
Definitely. Coming out with 3 straight passes, it's clearly trying to establish the ball, a weakness they see in the Eagle defense.
Yeah. Keep going.
And if for some more accurate passes, they would have exploited it.
I mean, they might have had 30 at least twice, and they would have had 70 if they completed that pass to Mr. Evans.
But against a high-powered offense like Eagle 3, you can't miss those opportunities.
No. But I'm feeling pretty good if I'm the Sharks, seeing how many opportunities we had there. So the Sharks punting for the first time today. Good snap.
And it's blocked.
Yeah, it looks like it was tipped.
Oh.
No, that was touched by a Sharks player. So that's going to be first down for Eagle Queens.
Talk about starting in plus territory.
Yeah, seriously. They have the ball on the Sharks' 38-yard line. So I see they're having the discussion. I saw it clearly went off a Sharks player.
Nah, before it hit a Sharks player, I believe an Eagle Queens player touched it.
But they blocked it, no?
No, after the block, someone else touched it, and they didn't fall
But if the
on
ball's
it.
blocked, it doesn't matter who touches it, right? Yeah, I got to think about that. I thought after he touches it, it's.
I mean, it's clear we're not the only ones who had to think about it because the refs weren't sure either.
So it is 1st and 10. And I'm not sure if that's number 10, Patah Severin at quarterback. I can't see the number. No, that is. So that's number 10, the leading passer in the two-way, Patah Severin. Throws a toss, has blockers in front of him, in a lot of space. Does he have the foot speed? Yes, touchdown, but there is a flag.
That is going to be coming back. It looks like there's a hole on the outside and really just unnecessary. Because it looks like Elijah Thompson, I believe, who would have scored on that, was going to score anyway without the hole.
So that's one of those they wish, in a matchup of unbeatens is all about execution. So both teams coming out a little shaky so far.
You never want the unforced penalties.
So, and in a matchup like this too, this is the best competition either team has seen all year long.
Yeah, so I think Ali Frazier.
Yeah.
There's going to be some haymakers thrown. Somebody's going to get knocked down, and they're going to have to get back up.
Okay, so it should still be first down. And he's sacked.
No, it was handoff.
Oh, it was handed off, excuse me. But that was big number 59 for the Sharks. That's Sharif Shalom.
Got in the backfield with the quickness. And it was interesting because it looked like Eagle tried to go with the hurry up there, and the Sharks were ready for it.
Yeah, they caught me because the sticks weren't right. I was looking at the sticks. So now it is second down. It's second down and about 7.
A lot of movement on the Eagle offensive line.
Ball is on the 31-yard line.
Single coverage on the outside is something to look at.
Severin fakes the handoff. It's a reverse to number 16. That's Khalil Esso, and he has 6. Touchdown, Eagle Queens.
That's a great play call right there on the reverse. Hey, that's 2 reverse touchdowns in 2 days by an Eagle school.
That is very true. Shout out to Eagle Brooklyn. But it is all about Eagle Queens. Khalil Esso with the touchdown.
And I got to give a shout out to the blockers on the outside, the receivers, doing their job, opening those holes. Because once he came around the corner, there was nobody there in front of him.
Oh, absolutely. So now it looks like they've got a little wildcat action at Mr. Corey Gibson. Going to take it, and he is not going to have enough. No way. So our score will remain 6-0. So we're going to get that replay queued up for you guys in just a second.
Hey, we got the replay back today. I like it.
We had it yesterday, man.
I mean, they didn't have it. We had it.
True.
I think another thing to look out for is see if they try to go with that, quote-unquote extended onside kick again. Or will Sheepshead be ready for it?
We're just getting that replay queued up for you guys. We'll probably put it on the next stoppage of play.
Eagle Queens ready to kick off.
Kicks it deep. This time it is caught. Has a little bit of a lane, number 21. Can he bust out to the outside? He can't. But that's a great job for number 21, Mr. Robert Macklin, and we're calling him BJ for the rest of the night. So BJ Macklin, great job on the return. And the Sharks have the ball just about at midfield. Carl Washington, yes, this is varsity. Mr. Tillery is saying that they're stealing Eagle Brooklyn's play. I did not realize that Eagle Brooklyn created a reverse. I didn't realize that. Very, very good for Till and Coach Mincy creating a reverse. I've never seen that before. All right, no, you know those are my guys. All right, back to action. Mr. DeHarris takes a snap, hands it off to Cisse, and he has a gang of Eagle Queens players right on him. That's number 2, Corey Gibson, in on the tackle.
Great job by the Eagle defensive line and the front 7, not allowing him to get on the outside.
So here we go, man. You see Eagle Queens have come off the bus ready to play. The Sharks got to inject a little life into their offense. And just like we talked about, when you miss those early opportunities, it changes everything.
Now what you don't want to do as a Sharks is press. Because in the blink of an eye, with an offense like this, 6 can turn into 26.
So it's going to be they still have it as first down. It's second down. It's 2nd and 15. Darius looking to throw, and that ball, ooh, almost an incredible catch from number 5, Jacob Reed, but he can't bring it in.
I know we were talking about Garrett Wilson earlier, but that was eerily similar to the touchdown catch he made. He almost brought that down.
No, that would have been really impressive, honestly. But it's going to be 3rd and 15. Ball, as I'm standing on my chair, ball is on the 47-yard line. I think the Sharks got to just get something simple, maybe a screen just to kind of get the offense going a bit. So it's 4 wide again.
Single coverage on the outside left.
Flipping the players. The cornerbacks also flip. DeHarris hands it off to Cisse, but you see the difference in the speed. Maybe against a different team, Cisse gets to the edge, but not against his Eagle Queens team.
Front 7 is showing off the athletes. Eagle Queens not allowing Cisse to even get to the corner.
So we do have the replay of that touchdown queued up. After the punt, we'll probably go to it. So the Sharks are looking to punt for the 2nd time on the day.
Remember, first punt was blocked. See if they change anything.
This time they don't come after it. It's a pretty decent punt. It is returnable. Let me tell you guys, you have to feel the punts, man. Too many times in the PSAL, I'm seeing them not fielding the punts.
And then the team that's punting gets another 15, 20 yards on a roll.
And this is the battle of the unbeatens. You have field position is everything. So let's see. Are we ready? Can we sneak in that replay? Let's go to it. So we're going to go to the replay of that Kyle Esso touchdown. So So you see, fakes a handoff, and that's that reverse. And they're great job on the edge with the block. I can't see the number. Blocks 2, but I mean, that's number, that 8? Can't see who's on the block. It's a little sunny out here, but let's go back to the action.
Little is an
Great
understatement.
Yeah, no, forgive us. Like, we're, we don't have a booth. So tosses it out, gets to the edge. That's a great job. Breaks a tackle. Great job by Elijah Thompson. So maybe I'll try to go back to that replay. I definitely want to give credit. Hey, listen, if anybody knows me, I know I love wide receivers who block. So great job blocking on the edge there for Mr. Essel's touchdown.
What does Keith Hernandez and the Mets booth call it? The fundies. Fundamentals of, each position. Looks like some confusion in the backfield.
So Eagle Queens, 3 to the right, trips, and that's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, there looks like a lot of confusion going on between coaches and Severin. So good timeout there to try to figure out what they want to do.
Okay, so on the block, that was number 11, Khalil Holder. Sorry about that. I had to zoom in on my own phone. I could not see his number, like seriously. So great job on the block for that touchdown by senior captain Khalil Holder. So, Mr. Polies, what are you seeing so far in this game, man?
So far I see 2 different levels of intensity, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Eagle Queens came out, and it's like I said, it's like a heavyweight bout. They're going to try to get that first punch, that first knockout, and they did it, and the Sharks haven't quite been able to respond. So I think for the Sharks, this defensive possession is huge because they need to show they can get a stop in order to feel like they could still stay in this game.
Real quick, my guy Jay in the chat said I need to bring out a telescope so I can see the numbers.
Honestly, if I didn't have these sunglasses on, I probably wouldn't be able to see either. And here we go with the hard count. That's going to be a first down for Eagle Queens.
And I love that coming out of a timeout. The Sharks are going to be eager to go. They're saying rah, rah in the huddle in that timeout. And they get them to go on the hard count. You just see Eagle Queens just seem very composed. I mean, when I walked in, I always come 3 hours early. Eagle Queens was walking in next to me. I was sitting there like, hold on. The clocks went back last week, right? Like, y'all here 3 hours early. They say, yeah, we know. We like to get here early. So you see Eagle Queens coming off the bus, ready to go. So your strange it's second down. It's 2nd and 1. Has the edge. Does he have the foot speed? No. That's more than enough for a first down. Corey Gibson.
It's a big back right there.
Yes, it is. And he was fired up pregame as well. So Eagle Queens move the ball, move the chains. Move the ball, move the chains. Shout out to
I noticed?
Brooklyn.
I mean, we've called a lot of games this year, and it's rare to see a quarterback under center so often.
And he looks very comfortable under center. Mr. Severin fakes it. It's another reverse, but this time the Sharks are much more ready for it.
It's a big-time loss right there. It's like they smelled it, they sniffed it out, and they were able to get a tackle for a big loss right there.
And that's Ahmed Cisse. When we said in that ones to watch that Ahmed is a very good open field tackler, and you saw that. I was a little stuttering on that play because I was like, is he going to tackle him? Like, what's going to happen? I thought he was going to break out of that.
And maybe now we get to see the arm of Patah.
So Patah throws the swing. It's caught by Esso. But that's a great tackle from number 5, Jacob Reed.
Jacob.
Is it Jacob or Jacob?
Jacob. We were just informed. It's Jacob.
It is Jacob? Okay, thank you. Shout out to Coach Mack. It's Jacob Reed.
It's fourth down?
It's third down. All right, the sticks are completely wrong. It's throwing me off. It is third down. It's 3rd and 25. Patah looking to throw. Going to take the underneath pass. And I like that. That ball was complete to number 13, Stefanelli.
Even in the pocket, he looks very composed, very calm. Doesn't have happy feet. not rattled. I would like to see him go down the field, though.
No, but I like that, though. You're not forcing anything. You're just going to take what's given to you, just throw the underneath pass, punt the ball. But they are not. They're going for it. This has to be a flash punt. It's 4th and 15. This got to be a punt here. It is not. They throw it deep, and they must have seen something.
Oh, and it's
ball's on the ground. Is it complete?
It would have been a first down. See, now that was an incomplete pass.
You're wrong. It's a complete pass and a first down. 4th and 15 in your own territory, and Mr. Severin converts.
This is not going to be the first time I disagree with the PSAL ref. That ball was caught, and then I don't know who laid the hit, but that was a big hit, and he jarred the ball loose before any football moves. Should have been an incomplete pass.
No time to analyze because we have the sideline. Doesn't we have the foot speed? Almost ripped out. That's number 16, Esso again.
Esso is showing off. You can go back to the replay. You can see he secures the catch and then gets hit, goes to the ground. Before he goes to the ground, loses the ball.
So we have no time for analysis right now. That was enough for a first down. So it's a first down for Eagle Queens as they are moving. Hands it off. And you see they're having trouble bringing down these Eagle running backs. That was number 5 in on the tackle again, Jacob Reed. Corey Gibson on the carry. So talking to my producer, let's get a replay of the 3rd and 15 play on the long pass. 4th and 15, excuse me. So it is 2nd down.
Shout out to Jay in the chat. He said Eagle 3 almost never punts.
Severin looking for the swing pass. Oh. Has a man, and it should have been caught. That was intended. Looks like number 21.
He got turned around right there.
Yes,
if he keeps running the route, that's 6.
Joshua rushing. Again, maybe a little miscommunication. The timing was off on that. So I'm trying to look. No, I agree with you. That was incomplete pass. I just saw it back. Did you watch it back yet? Because he gets hit and he doesn't control the ball all the way to the ground. We'll try to get that up.
That was a big hit right there.
We'll try to get that up later. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. So it is 3rd down for Eagle Queens. That's a great thing about YouTube. You guys create their own instant replay. Severin looking to throw. Throws the quick out. And that's Cisse on it again.
So with that pass right there, a little too much hang time. You got to get that out quick. Allow your receiver to maneuver in space.
No, I completely agree. So Jay in the chat was saying that Eagle Queens never punts.
Said they almost never punt. But what I did like on that 4th and 15 throw, as we'll get back to that.
Back to it. Severin trying to keep it alive, but he can't escape big number 59, Sharif Shalom, and that is going to be a turnover. Big stop for the Sharks.
What I said they needed to establish themselves on a defensive end, and they did that on this drive. Now they need to take that momentum on offense and try to put the ball in the end zone. But what I was going to say, going back to Severin, on that 4th and 15, he was so composed. You wouldn't think it was 4th and 15. There was no panic in his mannerisms whatsoever. So, that was a good job by him. Receiver got to hold him to the ball, though.
Was a big hit.
What would they say if you were playing pickup basketball? Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. So it is first. All right, sorry. The sticks are driving me crazy because it says 3rd down right now. It's clearly 1st and 10. So it's 1st and 10. Looks like the ball is on the 36-yard line. DeHarris sends a man in motion. Hands it off to Cisse, and they are Ball's on the ground. Is it a fumble? Yes, it is. Eagle Queens football.
They are swarming on defense. I don't think the Sharks have had more than 2 plays of positive rushing yardage in this first half, in this first quarter.
No, you're completely right. And just when the Sharks make a big play on defense, they give it right back to Eagle Queens. So Mr. Severin back on the offense. They have the ball about on the 31-yard line.
I want to see how the Sharks defense is going to respond because Severin's had receivers open in the back and the slot all day. Good job right there.
It's a very good response from the Sharks offense.
Jacob Reed with another tackle. He's everywhere.
It'll be a 2nd and 10 for Eagle Queens. This is what, the fourth? This is the 4th or 3rd possession already in this first quarter.
I think it's their 3rd.
The 3rd?
I think it's their 3rd. I would love to see a play action right here. You know, sell it. Give me some like Peyton Manning movements.
So I like
go
that.
Down the field.
Two to Severin's right, hands it off to number 6. Great blocking on the outside, has the edge, and that is Elijah Thompson with a great run, great blocking on the outside for Eagle Queens.
So this kind of reminds me, just to give an NFL comparison, the Rams offense with how Puka and Cooper Kupp block on the outside and where they take their blocking assignments very seriously as wide receivers. You know, these Eagle Queens wide receivers are doing a great job of holding their blocks on the outside without actually holding.
Absolutely. And it looks like that is the end of the first quarter? Yes, that is the end of the first quarter with our score 6-0 Eagle Queens.
So, Dre, what did you see? I mean, consider it's only 6-0 after the first quarter. I think that's a win for the Sharks, considering how many possessions Eagle Queens had in that first quarter.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not happy with that first quarter for the Sharks. You know, they're definitely playing on the back foot. I know it's only 6, but it's 6 with absolutely zero control of the game. Got to get a grip of the game. And you can see it's a tough situation for the Sharks because you can see Eagle Queens is teeing off on Ahmed Cisse running the ball. So it's forcing them to say, okay, DeHarris, can you throw the ball? And that's what they're going to force the Sharks to do, and they have to prove that they can complete a pass.
And they had the ability to hit some open receivers early, but you got to execute.
Absolutely. And just a reminder, this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. We appreciate everyone in the chat, just under 200 people. Just under 200 people in the chat. Really appreciate you guys. So let's go back to game action. We won't put it on the screen, but y'all know where to be. 7:15. Coach Mac, Andre, and Jared Veluzzi to break it all down. Hands it off to Elijah. And again, guess who on the tackle? Number 5, Jacob Reed. And number 22 was in on that as well.
If I didn't have my own show at the same time, Dre, I might have to pop in.
Hey, man. We got to have, Mac, what you think? We got to have a guest one of these days. But we have so much to talk about. We just don't have the time.
Here's what you do. You create a segment just for that particular guest, maybe 5 minutes.
It's already going like 2 hours. Yo, it's already
no,
so
you
long.
Create like a little 10-minute segment. You have questions and you keep it there. It's possible.
No, it's possible. So it says 3rd down, so let's just go with 3rd down. Quick slant route, and it should have been caught, but it was bobbled. That was a great job from number 15, Christian Wallace, knocking the ball loose.
Fatah's putting the ball where his receivers need it. They just got to make a play. So what playmaker is going to step up? Like we said last night, playmakers make plays. So who's going to be that guy on either side to step up?
So real quick, guys, please do not spam the chat. Cameraman, just zoom in a little bit more. We got you. You can only ask once. Please do not spam the chat. We're not playing that today. Severin looking to throw. Throws it to the end zone, outside. Intended for, looks like that was number 17, Kassir Wright, who's leading the 2A in passing receptions.
You mean receiving?
Receiving. Excuse me. Touchdown receptions. Touchdown receptions.
Wait a minute. I had to think about that one for a second. I actually like the placement of that ball right there because it was where only his receiver could get the ball. The most the defender could do is probably swat it down. No,
that's very good. Like, he tried to put it right at that front pylon. It was only going to be his receiver to catch it. So that's a very good call out. So now it is 4th down, 4th and about 11.
Who needs a punter?
Ball is on the 21-yard line. Severin looking, throws a swing pass, and it's dropped. That could have been very dangerous. But again, the Sharks defense steps up and gets another stop.
If Kyle Rawls was able to – oh, I'm sorry, no. My apologies.
So, yeah, we don't have number 22 on the roster. We're going to try to get that. But, well, yeah, that could have been picked.
If he would have put his foot in the ground – Tyrese Butts.
Yes,
Tyrese Butts was able to put his foot in his ground. Thank you, Coach Mack. And kind of shift. That's 6 going the other way. There's a lot of missed opportunities here on both sides of the ball, which is why it's such a low-scoring game. But we did say, come in, 2 unbeatens is going to be a tough game.
Absolutely. And, hey, the Sharks' offense hasn't been able to get going, but the defense has stepped up several times now. That's 2 turnovers. So let's see if DeHarris can get something going for the Sharks. 1st and 10. Ball's on their own 21-yard line. Hands it off. Has some more room. Strong running from number 5. Been calling him out a lot, Jacob Reed. So make a little change at running back, maybe a little more direct running. So 2nd down. These sticks are driving me. I know the fans can't see it, but I keep looking down, and I don't know who is working the sticks. So it is 2nd and 6.
For those of you wondering why Andre's frustrated, because the sticks still say 1st down.
They've been saying crazy things the whole time, man. All right, 2nd and 6. Trips to the top of your screen for DeHarris. A lot. I mean, they have one on all that green grass to see if they attack.
Tight coverage, too.
Harris looking to throw. Just flips it up to number 6, and he has a lot of green in front of him. Does he have the foot speed? No. But that's the best offensive play of the day for the Sharks is Debo Dembele on the catch.
Little Patrick Mahomes jump action right there.
Yeah, for a second I thought he was just kind of flipping it up, but then I saw the man coming across the formation.
You know what I think? I think he intended to go to the middle of the field, and at the last second, he saw him cutting across, and nobody was there. He was like, you know what, why not?
Athletic. It's almost like a shortstop jumping to throw the ball, right?
Yeah. You know, I always love a good baseball reference.
Yeah, Mr. Polis is on the mic, so we got to fit in at least one baseball reference. So it's 1st and 10. Ball is on about the 48-yard line. Trips to the top of your screen. A lot of green grass to the left. But he throws it right. Has a man up the sideline. Guess who? Number 5. Good stick by the Eagle Queens. But that's Jacob Reed again. All over the field today.
The epitome of a two-way player. Probably leading the team in tackles right now. Had him at running back before, and now he's in at receiver there.
So 2nd and about 3. Ball is in Eagle Queens territory.
But you know what's good? They're moving the ball in the right direction.
Easily the best offensive possession for the Sharks. DeHarris has a lot of time, throws it deep, and it should have been intercepted. That should have been a lot of things. First of all, that should have been a touchdown. But it was severely underthrown. Second, I don't know how that ball was not intercepted.
He got his hands on it, but they do say DBs are DBs because they're not wide receivers.
Hey, don't disrespect us, all right? Don't disrespect us, all right? Come on, yeah, all right, Mr. Baseball, coming here talking crazy about the DBs, all right? I'm a part of the DB society, all right? So talk to us nice, all right? So, clearly the sun was in his eyes, all right?
That's what you want to go with. You know, you can go with that. I'll let you rock out. But Haney at quarterback, he has to really get that lower half into that throw.
Very good point.
Gets that lower half of the throw, leaves the receiver.
So it is third down. I have to keep track of the downs in my head. So it's third down. And a mix-up on the handoff, and that's going to cost the Sharks dearly. And there is a big Eagle Queens contingent in the stands.
They are loud. They made sure to travel for this one. I can't see them, but I hear them.
So tremendous play, a mix-up in the backfield, and it looks like that is going to stall out the Sharks' best offensive drive of the game.
Shout out AP Niles over Eagle Queens family.
Word?
Yeah.
Like cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out. What's his name?
AP Niles. Her name.
Oh, her name. AP Niles. Shout out to her. So this is this is the Sharks' third time punting, and there's going to be a timeout.
Do you foresee a potential fake here at midfield?
Absolutely not. Listen, this is a tight football game, man. You don't have time for all that craziness
but
right now.
These are the games where you may see something like that.
But you see how Eagle Queens is rallying to the ball. First of all, let's talk about the Eagle Queens defense. They are rallying to the ball. You can see a team. I mean, I haven't seen many teams in the two-way, but I can't see a team being a better tackling team than Eagle Queens. I mean, they've given up one touchdown on defense, so I guess that's safe to say they're the best defense in the league. And you see why.
They swarm to the ball.
Really good fundamentals. Good pace to their offense.
They don't give up a lot of yak either.
Yeah. Like you said, they're swarming to, and that's from them swarming to the ball. So hopefully everyone is enjoying in the chat. Just under 200. Let's see if we can break the 200 mark today. Now, I would say, Greg, at this point, them only being down 6 is good.
Yeah, there's missed opportunities on both sides. But for a team that, what is Eagle average, almost 30 points a game?
Yeah, something like that.
To only have 6? Good punt.
Much better of a punt.
the sigh of frustration. There was nobody around. He could have actually fielded that punt with a full head of steam and gotten, considerable yardage to limit the net of that punt.
Listen, I know it's very nerve-wracking. Some of us have been there when you're taking a punt. You don't want to drop it and all that. You don't want to get hit hard. You have to go field the punt. There are 3 phases to football: offense, defense, and something called special teams. You have to play all 3 of them. If you want to be a championship team, championship teams play offense, defense, and special teams because all these yards count.
It's all the little things.
Absolutely, man. Look at all the top teams across any league you want to look at. They play 3 phases of the ball. So, after my rant, it is first down for Eagle Queens. Ball on the 30. 2 on the top of the screen, including a tight end. Hands it off, and he's met immediately.
I mean, I'm surprised he was able to keep his legs churning and get like maybe 1 or 2 yards there after being stopped on the handoff.
Second down. Second down for Eagle Queens.
I would attack the seam again. That seems to be what's working for them when they go to the air.
Yes, we have seen Mr. Severn try to attack through the air deep a few times. Haven't really completed a deep pass down the field yet. You see the Sharks playing with a single high safety. Looks like jet sweep, trying to test the outside. And guess who on the tackle? Listen, I'm not even going to look anymore. I'm going to say Jacob Reed on tackle, man. I'm not even going to look.
He just has a nose for the ball. No matter what side the ball is on, he's there.
So it's 3rd down for Eagle Queens now. It's about let's call it 3rd and 5. So again, from what I heard, Eagle Queens doesn't punt. So I guess you got to stop them twice here.
I was going to say, it's 4-down territory across the field.
I think I saw a stat somewhere that some coach in Texas was like, it's statistically better to always go for it on 4th down or whatever. Someone in the chat can tell me about it. I saw a stat somewhere, but nobody does that. Except Eagle Queens. So 3rd down, Mr. Severin looking deep, throws it, and he had a man. That was number 17, Mr. Wright. But the timing was completely off on that.
I don't know if it was the timing. So there's 2 things that could be at play. Did the receiver round off his route a little bit, or was the ball underthrown? It could be a little bit of both, or it could be one or the other.
Could be a little bit of both. The ball, yeah, that's a good call. I can't. Of course, I can't really tell the Eagle Queens practices.
Yeah.
Now, it is 4th down. But you kind of saw it. It seemed like the timing was off because he threw that ball even before he got out of the break.
As you should.
Yeah.
You're anticipating where your receiver is supposed to be.
Absolutely. So trips to the bottom of your screen. Nope, it's not trips. 2 receivers. There is no one covering number 8 right now. Now they slide people over.
Oh, and I know that has to be a timeout.
It's a timeout, Sharks.
That could have gotten ugly.
Yeah, nobody was covering number 8. Yeah, that was Jaron St. Fort. Literally, no one was covering him. So I'm pretty sure that's the Sharks' 2nd timeout of the half. So talk about the Sharks' defense and especially Jake Breed, man.
Like I said, he's a ball hawk. He just has a nose for the ball. No matter what side of the field the ball is on, he's there. And on offense, he's like one of those players. He's just a gamer. He's tenacious. Give me the ball, let me go. Right? He just wants to do everything to help his team win.
Absolutely, man. So I see, that's my guy, Coach G. That's the Long Island City head coach. Shout out to Coach G in the chat. LIC, also in the 2A division, competing. Just came up from the 1A division. Only 1 loss on the season. Coach G, how'd you guys do this week? Shout out to Coach G in Long Island City in the chat.
That's big time.
Severin looking down the middle of the field. Throws it deep. Has a man, and it is caught. That's number 17 on the catch. The freshman, Kassir Wright. Touchdown, Eagle Queens.
What a ball by Patah. What I say, they seem to have an advantage when they attack the seam, and that's exactly what they did. Talk about dropping it in the bucket of your receiver.
So that is Kassir Wright, the freshman, touchdown number 6 on the season. And that was indeed an excellent throw. So I see somebody in the shot, so I'm gonna tell those young men to move. As they try to punch it in for 2, and they do. So our score is going to be 14-0 Eagle Queens. We're going to get that replay queued up for you guys.
And now here's where Sheepshead has to answer. You have to put points up in the first half before Eagle Queens gets the ball back to start the third quarter.
Very true.
And you don't want to give kind of a doomsday outlook or late in the second quarter. But when you have a team that can put up points in a flash, you have to do what you can to answer back. Coach G said they beat Campus Magnet 24-6.
We're just getting that replay queued up. And let me give Mr. Pulley some credit. You said go up the seam. They didn't exactly go up the seam, but they attacked the middle of that defense. Kassir Wright, the freshman. That was about 65 yards, right?
Just seemed like it. I'll take your word for it.
Deep punt.
Oh, kickoff.
Excuse me, deep kick. That's number 5, literally doing it all for the Sharks. Still on his feet, trying to will himself. Jacob Reed.
Well,
Love this young player.
He just wants to will his team to a victory. Putting it all out on the field.
So we do have the replay queued up, but we're going to go to it after the next stoppage of play. As the Sharks are looking to get back into this game.
If you're the Sharks, let me ask you this, right? You haven't run a ball with great success. Would you try a play action on first down here? Take your shot early to see if you could catch the Eagle defense. Gives you 2 more downs to play with.
I mean, I think most of the time we have the time at 4:43. Of course, the clock on the screen is not official, but yeah, you got to take a shot at some point. Harris hands it off to Cisse, and Eagle Queens. The pursuit of this defense is tenacious. Number 33, Shamar Jamison on the tackle.
See, and this is why I think when you have such an aggressive defense that flies to the ball, pull that back, and you don't even need to go down the field to get behind the defense because the front 7 is already technically in the backfield.
Completely agree, and it is that the 4-minute warning?
I believe so.
Yes,
hey,
that is.
We got a 4-minute warning today. Small golf clap for the refs.
Shout out to the refs. They're nice gentlemen. I was talking to them before the game. Shout out to all the Zebras across New York City. We can't have these games without y'all, all right? I know us fans and commentators are crazy, but respect to all y'all.
Jonathan, this is not a playoff game, but it feels like one.
And it looks like a reverse here. Can we get the blocking on the edge? We do. We have a lane, number 4, hitting the sideline. Great play design. That's Elijah White, the hero of the previous game, on the verse.
Now, I don't know if he went out of bounds because he wanted to stop the clock or because he felt like they didn't have an angle. Anyhow you put it, it was a great job by him in the open field utilizing those blockers.
Absolutely. So, again, that's probably the Sharks' second biggest play of the day.
But that reverse plays on the aggressiveness of the Eagle defense.
Just like you said, you need a way. These guys are clearly screaming off the edge. You got to have a way to slow them down a bit. So to Harris in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, even look. Looks right, throws left, and that is intercepted by Eagle Queens, and he is still on his feet. And that was number 4, Elijah Covington, on the interception. And I was slow on that call. Let's cue up that replay. I was slow on that call because I thought it was going to be a pass interference. Saw the receivers. It looked like an Eagle Queens player ran into a receiver. So let's see if we can get that replay queued up so I can show you guys at home.
So I think now granted, Dre, I know you play DB. While I only play quarterback and flag, there's still some do's and don'ts of the position. And one of those don'ts is you don't throw across your body running in the wrong direction.
Completely agree. So we ready? We're going to go to the replay here. Let me get in here. So you're going to see a receiving across the field. And let's see if it's in the camera. So he crossed his body. And I think the receivers ran into it.
Somebody ran the wrong weapon. Somebody ran the wrong route. There were too many blew the same vicinity for that to not be a mistake. So there were multiple mistakes on that play.
No, I'm actually looking at it again. No, the receiver did get run into. Look at the top of the screen, number 6. No. You see that right there?
I see that.
Receiver did get run into, so that was honestly a missed call. But Eagle Queens does not care. That's a great tackle from number 15, Christian Wallace. But yeah, the receiver definitely got ran into.
It was almost like a pick play.
Yeah, but the defender was picking the receiver.
That's what I'm saying. So it should have been called.
You can't call it a pick play if the defender clashes into the offensive player.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So. As we're just praising the refs,
I know, right?
They definitely missed that one. But hey, that's football, man. Got to keep playing no matter what. So it's 2nd and 15. 13, let's call it. Hands it off. Great move. Ooh, great tackle, boy.
Malik Powell.
Love that. Pretty sure he came from the safety position. That was a great tackle. So I thought Mr. Thompson definitely had some room. Oh, so Coach G, so LIC beat Campus Magnet. Did you mention that already?
Yes, I did.
I was queuing up the replay. Excuse me. I was catching up on the chat. So shout out to Coach G, man. Campus Magnet. It was, I think 8-0 against Eagle, the Sharks. Double check that. Yes, 8-0 against the Sharks. So Campus Magnet is not an easy place to go play. Hands it off to Elijah. Great vision for Elijah, but again, just a ton of Sharks there.
I got to give this Sharks defense a lot of credit. Granted, they're down 14-0. They are playing hard. They're not. They have this never say die attitude.
No, I completely agree. And hey, against a high-powered offense, 14 with 3 stops, correct? I think it's about 3 stops, right? As Eagle Queens takes the timeout.
And I think going into half, that's something they can build on. Now, offensively, they might have to reach some things and just kind of make some slight adjustments coming out in the second half. But defensively, I think they're doing well. It's always tough when you give an offense like Eagle Queens a short field. Mm-hmm. We saw that with South Shore the last couple weeks.
Lord. Everything was a short field for South Shore on Friday night. Didn't matter where they were. It was a short field. So, again, huge respect for everyone in the chat. We are at 200. Let's get it to 220. No, we're not going to do that. So appreciate everyone. It's a Sunday afternoon. I think the NFL is starting in 10 minutes. So respect that you guys are here with us. Again, this stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. Andre Johnson on the call alongside my guy, Mr. Greg Polius. Respect to everyone. Any business inquiry, just use the contacts on the chat, on the screen. And, of course, you know where to be on Monday, 7:15. New York football talk. Coach Mac, myself, Jared Veluzzi, you know the vibes.
Make sure you set your fantasy lineups. You have 8 minutes.
And as he says it, big number 71 on the sack, Amari Britt. And he was definitely down.
Is it a surprise that Jacob was
no,
the one
it's
who
not.
picked that ball
it's
up?
Not at all. But Amari Britt, one of the ones to watch, a menace on that defensive line, gets the big sack, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. The Sharks get the ball back.
Another big-time play by this Sharks defense.
Sharks defense been stepping up all day long. As we have a first down for the Sharks. Ball's on about the 48-yard line. Their own 46-yard line, it looks. just to mention, the Sharks are getting a brand new field, hopefully by the time next year. DeHarris looking deep, throws it deep, has a man, it is caught! Does he have the foot speed? Yes, he does! Touchdown, Sharks, Elijah White.
You know the most impressive thing about pulling that ball in? Because it wasn't a tight spiral, so it was almost like fielding a ball that was deflected. And he was able to still corral that and stave off the defender to score. Great job by the Sharks offense right there, getting the answer they needed before half.
And just like I would say, the defense gets a big stop. The offense finally pays them back about a 60-yard strike to Elijah White.
So that big play from Eagle Queens previously was another knockdown, and now Sheepshead got back up, and they punched back.
So I wasn't on the commentary Friday night, but let me say it now. The Sage Media Game of the Week has some magic. So I know you might be watching the Jets and trying to make sure your parlay hit or whatever. But make sure you guys tune in because it's not over. As the Sharks looking to capitalize, going for two. DeHarris looks, throws it, and he overthrows it. So our score will remain 14-6 Eagle Queens. And we are ready. We're going to go right to the replay of that touchdown. And it was just single coverage. My guy, better than yours. Perfect throw from DeHarris. Elijah White, great catch, balance, and the foot speed, determination to get to the pylon, young man. Touchdown, touchdown, Sharks. And I love that. I see in the chat they're asking to spam that blue and orange. Let me see the blue and orange in the chat, man. If you're supporting the Sharks. If you're supporting Eagle Queens, put the Eagle up in the chat. So we're definitely under 4 minutes. I would assume we're under 2 minutes in this half now.
Have to be at this point. Who's that back deep to return for E Queens? It's like Kyle Esso and Khalil Holder back to return.
Sharks. Whoa, what's going on there? There was a miscommunication on the kickoff. And that might cost them. Wow, what was that? There was a miscommunication on the kickoff team. Short kickoff almost cost them 6, and it cost them quite a few yards in field position.
Definitely don't want to give them another chance to score before half. That's why the field position game, as you spoke about earlier, is so important in a game of this magnitude.
Honestly, they should have just took the penalty there. Just take the false start penalty and get a proper kick. Because now, so I think I heard 1 minute. Don't quote me on it, but I think I heard 1 minute. And the leading passer in the 2A, Patah Severin, is starting on the 40-yard line. Hands it off to number 16. Great tackling. I saw number 22 butts there first. That was Kyle Esso.
Not moving with a lot of sense of urgency here for time winding down from the Eagle offense.
Very true, and they've had good pace to their offense all game. Another handoff, and he's met immediately by Amari Britt.
It's a big boy. Made his presence felt immediately on that handoff.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm not sure why they're moving so slowly.
Well, unless they know they're getting the ball back and they don't want any turnovers, but I don't know why not take a shot.
I mean, you get a touchdown and get the ball back.
And that's going to be halftime.
Yeah, Interesting. I'm not sure why Eagle Queens decided not to take a shot there with only 40 yards. But regardless, it is halftime here in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, in the Sage Standout Game of the Week. A battle of unbeatens in the two-way. Our score is 14-6 Eagle Queens. This is Andre Johnson and my guy, Mr. Polius, on the call. We'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Just had some more issues. First time having some issues on the season, but we are back. So, Greg, just take over while I'm being super producer.
No problem. It's on the backfield. Shotgun snap. Inside handoff. And that's great penetration right there by Amari Britt. Good job by the big man. Getting into the backfield, making a tackle. It's going to be second down. Second and 10. After he got it for no gain. Elijah Thompson in the backfield. They blitz and they run to the opposite side of the blitz. Hit hard by Malik Powell. Sharks brought a blitz from the right side, and and Eagle ran to the left. Gained some positive yardage. It's going to be, looks like 3rd and 3. Kyle comes in for Elijah Thompson. If Eagle wants to keep putting on to this lead, moving the sticks is important. Wide open, pass complete to number 13, Stephen Ellie. And that was a great job by Patah, shifting the defense with his eyes. He looked to the flat first, came back to the left, scanned the defense, and found Stephen Ellie sitting wide open with no one around him. Takes a snap, inside handoff. Good cutback right there. Ball's on the ground. And the Sharks come away with another Eagle turnover. And that's going to be Sheepshead ball after the big hit on Corey Gibson. And that is the defensive play I was talking about when we were opening the second half, and how the Sharks are going to try to regain the momentum from this game. I'm sorry, it's not Steven, it's Stefan. My apologies. Takes a snap, handoff, and the Eagle front line does it again as Cisse goes nowhere. Just give us a second, guys. We're working on getting the screen back for you. So I'm going to continue calling the game as Andre works on getting it back up, just having some technical difficulties. Right now it's 2nd and 10 for the Sharks. And what looks like maybe their 18-yard line. takes a snap, drops back, looks to pass, throws a screen, gets a block. Cisse out in the open field. And he looks like he has enough for the first down. Sorry about that. Nope, they're going to say he's short. It's going to be 4th and 1. Looks like a long one. Can you guys see the picture? Okay. Haney in the shotgun. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Inside handoff to Cisse. Gets the first down and then some. And the Sharks are moving the chains. The fumble.
I appreciate my guy covering for me for a second. Sorry about that. Uncharacteristic, but we back.
Jack of all trades, Mr. Johnson.
Listen, man, I do what I can do for the people, man. That was live television. Sometimes you gotta, change the tire. You know what I'm saying?
This is that was a turnover that the Sharks needed.
So did they pop the ball out?
Yeah, on the hit.
And I thought they were going to give it right back to Eagle Queens on that.
Is that a bad throw or is that a miscommunication? Because he threw it out and his receiver went in.
Could have been a miscommunication. I guess we will never know. So now it's 3rd down. And it looks like the Sharks really came out with something after that half.
And I know it's still early, still very early, but the identity of a team that plays in close games can potentially come into play here.
No, absolutely. That's a very, again, the second time, that's a very good point. The Sharks have been tested this season in the past 2 games. They're used to the heat being turned up. So let's see DeHarris. Hands it off to Cisse. Has a nice lane in the middle of the field. Good stick by the safety. But a huge shout out to number 62, Owen Perez Matos, on the pancake, showing love to the offensive lineman. So it's going to be a 2nd down. Oh, God. Yes, 2nd down. These guys running the box is driving me crazy.
I didn't say anything while you were over there being super producer, but on 1st down, it definitely said 3rd down.
Yo, it's all right, never mind. 2nd down, 2nd and about 3. Ball's on about the 38-yard line. 4 receivers. Hands it off. And that's a great job, number 90. Is that 98?
88.
That's number 88 on the tackle, Elijah Stafford. Great job sealing the edge there. So it is 4th down.
And a good job by the Eagle defense, not allowing any points off the turnover.
And the Sharks punting for, I think it's the number 4?
I believe so. Yep.
Are they taking a snap? They're trying to draw him off. Okay, Eagle Queens definitely watch film, as they did not bite at all, and it takes a Sharks bounce. So you see Eagle Queens well prepared for that fake, trying to draw them off sides on the punt. but they weren't able to get a man back in time as that ball rolls all the way to the 25-yard line. So just like we spoke about, 3 phases of the ball, special teams flipping the field in a game this close is very important.
Hugely even. Now, Eagle, they moved the ball well on the last drive. Unfortunately, they fumbled. But I'll be interested to see if they go to the air as opposed to going back to the ground.
So it's interesting. When you have the lead in this game, now the clock plays into favor so much. Maybe you want to slow it down a little bit and play a little more control. How many possessions are going to be left in this game could be how Eagle Queens are thinking. Nice block on the outside. That's number 6, Elijah Thompson. Great gain, just short of the first down.
That's a great point in terms of eating the clock. But there's 2 parts to that, right? The part you said, and then you don't want to eat the clock so much that, say, the Sharks get another touchdown, tie the game, and now you're in panic mode.
Yeah, I know. Like when you play the clock game, it could definitely come back to bite you. And that's what makes football so interesting is that chess match the 2 offensive coordinators have to play against each other. So it's a 2nd and short for Eagle Queens. Hands it off. Great job. That was number 59 on the tackle. That's Sharif Shalom on the tackle. Called him out a few times today. And it is going to be a 3rd and short.
I think the playbook, even at this side of the field, 3rd and short, especially for a team that rarely punts, the playbook is wide open on this. I think the Sharks have to be ready for anything.
Hey, if I know I'm going for it on 4th, I'm taking a shot here.
Exactly.
And there is no one. The middle of the field is open.
You got
Boy.
coverage on the outside.
Bad snap! And the Sharks do a good job of corralling number 2, Corey Gibson.
Was that supposed to be a direct snap to the running back?
It looked like it. I was looking at all that space over on the top of the field.
Okay, we were looking at the same thing because that single coverage was wild.
That's why I was like, oh, my God. I see Coach Legree in the chat. Shout out to you. I know Coach Legree, halfway run on the field. Stop. You see that? Audible. Nick, audible. We go into this. Shout out to Coach Legree in the chat. Always watching when his team's not playing, man.
Love the support that we get from the community. We really appreciate you guys for constantly tuning in, supporting us, commenting in the live chat. Wouldn't be possible without you
So
guys.
this is a big play. 4th down on their own 30. You know Eagle Queens does not punt. And that looked awkward, and that ball is dropped.
Should have been a false start.
I think Eagle Queens definitely wishes that was a false start, as number 13, Stephen Ellie, is not able to bring it in, and now the Sharks have the ball on the Eagle Queens 30-yard line.
And when that pass hit him right in numbers. But what do they tell you? Extend your hands. Aggressive towards the football. Don't let the football play you.
I feel you on that, but on 4th down, you got to catch that thing with your body, your feet, like whatever you need, you got to pull that in. But regardless, the Sharks cooking with gas, the 30-yard line.
Momentum's a crazy thing, right?
Seriously, now the cheerleaders are going, trying to inject some energy into this offense.
Those are the Eagle cheerleaders.
No, on the other side of the field.
Single high look.
Looking to throw. Throwing it deep. Does he have it? Almost a great catch from number 6.
Oh, we got a late
Debo
flag on the
Dembele.
field.
But, I didn't see that. Flag on the play.
Just came out. Let's see what this flag is.
Is it offense or defense? That's what we're waiting on here.
It came out late, so I'm wondering if it's in the secondary, so let's see.
Where's White Hat?
I'm looking for him. I can't find him.
Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. He's in the Sharks. So let's see.
I didn't see any pass interference. Did you?
No, I just saw two people going up for the ball. I didn't see any pass interference either.
It looks like they're motioning towards Eagle. Penalty being on the Eagle.
Big play, big call right here. We're all waiting on it. Patiently.
Yeah.
And it's a pass interference on Eagle Queens.
I don't say this a lot. That's a bogus call.
You don't say this a lot?
Nah.
So you just gonna lie to the people? Live on air, just lie to the people? Listen, the fans know. The fans know how you and the relationship between you and the refs. But the Sharks will not care as they have a 15-yard gain on the PI. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Sharks have to capitalize here on this field position.
So 1st and 10. Cisse in the backfield. Fakes it. Has a man. That's number 11. He's tackled, but that is Wayne Evans. And that was the same play they missed on the first drive.
Yeah, and what they do, they played on the aggressiveness of the Eagle front seven. Faked the handoff and had him wide open right over the top of the linebacker.
So it looks like they have the ball. It looks like that's on about the 7-yard line, 2nd and 1.
So all we needed, Dre, was some daytime for you to be able to see the field.
Lord. So 2nd and 2. Ball is on about the 7-yard line. Lining up in the pistol this time. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Hands it off to Cisse.
Great.
Able to break the first, but not the second. Number 11, Khalil Holder, the leading tackler for Eagle Queens on the.
To me, the credit goes for Jalen Cobb, number 55. The sophomore, getting in there and getting around his feet to stop his momentum that allowed Khalil to come in and finish that off.
So it's going to be 3rd and short.
Are you in 4-down territory here?
You are absolutely in 4-down territory. I did see Sheepshead kicking in pregame, but it's 4-down territory. You're down 8 points. You're at home. Trust in your offense. That's what I think.
Given how your defense has played, do you take the points, kick a field goal, and trust in your defense?
I'm saying no, but it's not because I don't trust the defense. It's because it's the PSAL, and I don't trust the kicker.
Fair enough. Point taken.
Oh, a delay of game on the Sharks.
That's big time.
Crucial penalty. Was it worth a timeout?
No, I don't think they called a timeout.
You said you would just take the 5 yards?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Respect that.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's
you moved the ball this half.
True. So now instead of 3rd and 2 is going to be 3rd and 7.
And again, 4-down territory, so you don't have to get all 7 right here.
Yeah. No, I feel in a game this tight, I think I would have called a timeout in a game this tight. So it won't matter if they're able to convert on this 3rd and 7. Try to draw them off. Eagle look like they're blitzing. Looking to throw. Has a man in the flat.
Oh.
It was Cisse, but it was overthrown, incomplete.
That's so tough. He had him open. He was there. Just let him a little too much.
So it's going to be 4th and 7. Offense is staying on the field.
Sky's the limit with the playbook right here. Just open it up. Because even if it's
So I'm going to say right now, this is one of the biggest plays of this football game. Battle of the unbeatens. 4th down. Sharks down 8. DeHarris takes it. Throws it in the middle.
Oh!
It should have been caught. It should have been caught by the touchdown catcher, Elijah White, but it is incomplete. Turnover.
That was Haney's best ball of the day.
Yeah.
That ball was hit him square in the numbers. That's a great look. He set his feet, got his lower half into the throw, just over the top of the defender's head and hands. You got to come down with that.
Now, that was the last play of the third quarter, so we're in the fourth quarter. Our score is 14-6 Eagle Queens. Now, we won't be able to – I'm not going to cue up the replay. You guys can go back. I want to see if he got a hand, if the defender got a hand in there.
Can't tell that angle.
He doesn't react. Number 25 might have gotten a hand in there.
It's tough to tell from that angle.
Honestly, I'm going to make a call. Great play by number 25, Ward Law. I'm going to say he got a hand in there for the deflection.
You really going to say that? And you couldn't even see his hands? That's crazy.
This is the defensive back contingent, having one of my fellow brothers back.
Bananas. Can't even see his hands, but he got a hand in there. Madness. I've
Well,
seen
it's
it all.
better than saying that the kid dropped it, right?
I mean, if he dropped it, he dropped it.
So the truth is the truth. I hear it, Sage Media, baby. So first down for Eagle Queens.
Got to go the length of the field. Can this Sharks defense step up again?
Hands it off, and he's tackled.
This really, I know somebody asked early in the chat, is this a playoff game? It's not a playoff game, but it really does feel like one.
Hey, this could be round 1 of 2 in the 2A championship, honestly.
How? If they're both undefeated.
So round 1 of 2, meaning this could be the championship.
Oh, got you. That was a weird way to word it, just saying.
This is round 1 of. No, Greg got me tight. He comes on here to argue with me, I swear. He does not come on here to commentate. Severin hands it off. Decent gain from Mr. Gibson.
Gibson reminds me of Jerome Bettis, his build.
A little bit. Here's the question. You see there's clearly a change in tempo from Eagle Queens. What do you think about that, Mr. Polius?
It goes back to our conversation about trying to preserve a lead. But the only problem is that you can't turn the ball over when you're trying to preserve this lead, because then the home team catches all the momentum.
So Bartholomew asking, who do we think is going to win? It's not up to us. We're just commentating the game. We're going to see in about 11 minutes.
Put a poll in the chat. What do the fans think?
Yes, we will put a poll in the chat. Hands it off. And I don't think he has enough for the first down.
What I do not think Eagle Queens should fall into the trap of is run, pass, where you become predictable on offense.
So here we go. Fourth down on the – it's fourth down, correct? Yes, it is 4th and 1 on your own 20-yard line. Do you punt?
So I was waiting for the right time to reference this, because Jay said in the chat early in the first half, in the playoffs last year, on their own 20, on 4th down, against AP Randolph, they went for it. So I'm going to assume they're going for it here again.
And you can see Severin is still on the field. And it's snapped. And that's nothing but determination. I think he has enough.
I got to say,
and from the line judge, yes, he does. Corey Gibson.
That was a great fight by both sides. Corey churning, trying to get that extra yard, and the defense trying to stand them up. That was just good football play on both sides.
So we have it in the chat. At this point, who do you think is going to win? Put in your vote. Let your voice be heard. But that's a big conversion for Eagle Queens, as now, I mean, every play is another 30 seconds off the clock.
And that's I understand what they're trying to do in terms of, eating clock. Where does it come into play with Sheepshead using their timeouts? At what point?
Well, I don't think we're anywhere close to the 4-minute warning.
Not yet.
What does our clock say? Our clock says we're at 11 minutes. Clock should be running. Reverse handoff to 16. Has a lane. Great block. Does he have the foot speed? Yes, he does. 20-10 touchdown. Eagle Queens. Touchdown number 2 for Kyle Esso.
And that right there may seem like a dagger. That was a huge play, and it's the exact same play they ran on the opposite side of the field for his first touchdown.
Was that the dagger? We are going to queue up that replay. As the two-point conversion is good.
Andre, you're really public enemy number 1 out here. Everybody.
That will bring our score to 22-6. So we're going to queue up the replay. So yeah, maybe we should close the poll now. People could be in the poll like, oh yeah, you Queens. Just like they like to tell me and Mac, oh yeah, we knew what the score was going to be, right, Mac? Yeah, we knew what the score was going to be the whole time. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
That was a scoring drive that Eagle Queens needed to kind of shore up their hold on this game, because the Sharks have been kind of knocking on the door. Now let's see if the offense is able to answer back.
And that answer has to be quick for the Sharks. Eagle Queens looking to be the last remaining unbeaten in the 2A division. Deep punt. Kick. Why keep going to punt? Taken by guess who, number 5, has a bit of a lane, trying to answer quickly. Does he have the foot speed? Yes, sir. Guess who, number 5, Jacob Reed, touchdown, Sharks.
I mean, what is there to say about this kid? This kid he just does it all. He does it all. Leading tackler on defense in this game. Couple receptions on offense. And now he has a kick return for a touchdown. Did a great job of following his blockers there. Got a hole and put on a speed burst. What is it on
R2?
R2 on PlayStation.
Wow, the Madden's crazy now. One of his attributes might have lit up and he runs even faster. I don't know. Madden is crazy these days. I haven't played Madden in years. Shout out to NCAA, though. Anyway, shout out to Jacob Reed. No matter what, I might have to get that young man a T-shirt, low-key. I might have to give that young man a T-shirt, man.
There's a first time for everything.
Hey, he has done it all. And not only the stats, but when his team is reeling, they just gave up a 70-yard reverse for a touchdown. I'm sure a few people on the sideline might have had their chins down. But you see Mr. Reed answering the call when his team needs it the most.
And you did say, not even 5 minutes ago, they needed to answer quick. And look at that.
I mean, that was literally as quick as they could have answered. As they try to get the 2-point conversion, hands it off, and that tenacious Eagle Queens defense. And our score is going to be 22-12.
Okay.
All right, so which replay first?
Don't kill me. But if they would have kicked it there, and obviously, nothing is absolute, but we were only talking about a one-score game if they would have taken the points instead of going for it on 4th down inside the 10.
Absolutely. So let's go with score. That's Kyle Esso. You just see, again, the great blocking on the edge I'm going to try to zoom in afterwards, get that young man's number. And Mr. Esso, just like Greg was saying, hitting R2, nothing but green in front of him, touchdown Eagle Queens. But right after, you see on the kickoff, we might have to go back to game time depending, but we'll try to get this replay in. You see Mr. Reed. We're actually going to go back to game time. We'll try to show that replay after, but we don't want to miss any play. I mean, there's been fireworks in this game, so you don't want to miss a play. As the Sharks kick it deep. Can they get it? No. Good job, Eagle Queens corralling it.
Very lucky.
Yeah. Absolutely. So the score is 22-12.
What do we have? 8 minutes left in the game?
We have at 8 minutes. I think it might be a little less than that. Obviously, our clock is not official. But we have it at. Clock should be stopped. Put it first and 10. 7:50. Let's say 7:50.
Sheepshead defense has to be very disciplined on that reverse because I wouldn't be surprised to see it at some point on this drive.
Go back to the well for the third time on the day.
Why not? It worked twice.
Feel that. Patah hands it off. Nice run. Still on his feet. Great job for Mr. Gibson. Move the ball, move the chains.
You gonna get that on the shirt?
I do. That's my favorite. That's historical. Shout out to Eagle Brooklyn. If you know, you know. Second down, 2nd-4. You can see Eagle Queens are saying, let's grind it out on the ground. First down is the 41-yard line. About 4 to go. Hands it off to Mr. Gibson. He's met. He's throwing people to the ground, not going down without a fight. Mr. Corey Gibson, tough running.
Running like you got something to prove.
I like that. Baby Bettis, I like that. Especially with the yellow pants. Steel's pants are yellow, right?
I'll take the assist.
Yeah, it's an assist. That's a good one. Credit you for that. So another first down and tick, 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 tick.
But yeah. I mean, they're doing a great job. Eagle Queens is doing a great job with having the correct pace for this moment of the game.
Yeah. Can't see them doing anything but keeping on the ground. Fake it. Has a on the outside. A great block. Whoa, that was one of the worst face masks I've ever seen.
I don't think he did that on purpose. I don't think it was intentional.
So stop the clock. Let's move the ball off the young men. Okay.
I think it was just an unfortunate play. He was trying to make a tackle, and he just caught the face mask instead of the body.
So in this situation, we always make sure that we take the camera off the young men as cooler heads prevail. Wow. Coach Mack, have you ever seen a face mask that bad? Yo. Whoa. Like, I think his whole helmet twisted while it was still on.
I mean, he took it clean off. So that's going to be 15 yards on top of the first down. But now my question is, are they going to throw another 15 yards on top of that to make it 30 for the unsportsmanlike?
Yes. So some people are asking, why are we showing the sky? Anytime there's a bit of an altercation, a coming together between two teams, again, these are young student athletes. We take the camera off of them while cooler heads prevail. If you've ever watched the Sage Media stream, you know anytime there's a bit of a scuffle, we take the camera off of the young men. And honestly, just like Mr. Polish was saying, I'm pretty sure that was not intentional at all, just trying to make a tackle, and his hand just got caught in the young man's helmet. No, it wasn't intentional. It was a complete accident. Complete accident. Just caught his hand just got caught in his face mask.
Honestly, it was a last-ditch effort because he was probably the last man to beat before he would have ended up in the end zone.
And I think he left. I think I'm going to go back to it on my phone, but I think he left his feet as well. So I don't even think he had control of himself. So you guys can do the replay on your screen on your own. That's why we're live on YouTube. Yeah, you see he left his feet.
Yeah.
Mac, you want to see it back? Oh, you're looking at it right now? Shout out to Coach Mac. Yeah.
Like I said, because he had the block on the outside.
It's because he left his feet.
He had the block on the outside, so he was literally just trying to save a touchdown.
Yeah. It wasn't dirty at all. But, of course, you know, the players are going to want to feel like they want to defend their own player.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not mad at them wanting to defend. But they went back to the well on the counter.
And that's excellent play calling because, you know, they send Mr. Esso across the formation. The whole defense shifts like, oh, Mr. Esso already has 150 yards rushing today. And they run that counter. That's brilliant play design. Shout out to the coaches of Eagle Queens.
Are you low-key saying I should be an offensive coordinator?
Who should?
Me.
You?
Did I not say that was going to happen?
Yo, listen, man. You a head coach of a baseball team, man. That's your wave right there. You feel me? You're gonna bring Eagle. What division Eagle in? They're in the lowest division.
Yeah,
right? You're gonna bring them from the lowest to the top. Baby.
Oh, definitely.
Stick to that.
I'm multifaceted, baby.
Son said I'm gonna be a. See what happens when you play too much Madden, man.
I haven't played Madden since like Madden 18, if I'm being honest. I don't even know what's happening in Madden right now.
Oh, man. So it looks like we're ready to get back to football. So it's going to be a first down for Eagle Queens. They are now in Sharks territory on the 33-yard line, let's call it. Hands it off, and a gang of Sharks in the backfield, led by number 20, Malik Powell.
Ironically, that loss almost puts them back where the last play finished.
Almost, right? It's crazy.
Sharks defense doing everything they can to keep their team in this game.
So just like you said, when do you start calling the timeouts? Of course, we don't have the game clock. We don't have the game clock. Again, just a reminder, the clock on the screen is not official. Only the referee has the clock. But yet, at some point, yeah, you got to say it might be time to use the timeouts. Eagle Queens churning out this game, sending a man across the formation. Tries that counter, but number 5, guess who? The do-it-all man, Jacob Reed in the backfield.
Win, lose, or draw, that man deserves a shirt.
As there's an injured player, injured Eagle Queens player. And no, he looks like he's okay. He might have to sit out a play, though.
No, there's another one.
So, okay, so is that the first time? Or is there another player injured?
There's another player.
Okay, there were 2 players injured. So, again, we like to take the camera off the young men when they're hurt. So we're going to show you guys some grass for a minute.
Some grass.
No, as long as he's not looking at anything, you know. So yes, as the young men are getting tended to, okay, we're good. So we can bring the camera back. As the young men, that was number 16, Mr. Esso. Looks like he's okay. You know, like as they're getting tended to, we like to take the camera off them. You know, God forbid it's a really bad injury or something like that. You don't want that on the internet forever. You know,
Internet
that's
is
the
a wild
logic.
place.
Internet is a crazy place. You know. So it is 3rd down now. Again, we have to keep track. We have to keep track of the downs.
I was just gonna ask you, is it 2nd or 3rd?
So it's 3rd down. Big play for the Sharks. Trying to get off the field. Well, I guess it's always 4-down territory when you play Eagle Queens, right?
Yeah, and that's tough on
see
defense,
if Mr. Severin
too.
throws the ball. He does. Patient. Looking, but he doesn't see number 52 on the backside, Aaron Merrow.
What I say about the Sharks defense, they have a never say die attitude, never quit, and that comes from playing in those close
All right,
games.
so there's the 4-minute warning.
And it's going to be 4th and what?
4th and 30.
I think it's, 25 or 30. What? Looks like 25. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to pinning them deep with a punt. You don't necessarily have to go for it. You're up here. Pin them deep, make them go the length of the field in under 4 minutes.
I agree. Maybe we're going to see a flash punt here. Maybe we're not, though, because it's Eagle Queens. But Patai Severin is still on the field.
Baby Bettis in the backfield.
They are looking to throw it. Going to throw it deep to the freshman. And it is caught, but ripped out. But there's going to be a face mask.
Yep, and that's going to be half the distance to the goal. What a ball.
Beautiful throw, beautiful catch from Kasia Wright. Now, it looks like it's going to be a penalty, and it should still be Eagle Queen's ball, correct?
Yes. That's why they didn't listen to us and pin them deep. That's why they go for it on 4th and 25.
I mean, that's really a madness, though. You can't lie. That's a crazy call.
And he dropped it in a bucket again.
Wow. Patai Severin. And Bartholomew in the chat is saying he called it. I cannot confirm that. But that may have been ball game, as they can chew a lot of clock here. So they're moving backwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they would be moving back. If the pass was completed and then the face mask happened while he was running.
Coach Mack, you have any insight?
Wait, they ruled it incomplete? Because if the face mask, but if they call a face mask, does that not negate the fumble?
I think it would. All right, the offense is still. There's a lot of confusion right now. Who declined that penalty?
That can't be right. There's no way.
No, but that happens all the time. If it's a pass interference, but you intercept the ball, it's not an interception because it's a penalty before the interception. You know what I'm saying?
But a face mask can't be declined. It can?
But why would they? No coach would decline the penalty.
What I said last night. It's too many The face mask
was
had
before
the fumble.
Face mask was before. He caught the ball, and then I think the reason why he fumbled the ball was because his head was getting pulled back.
We're here debating the outcome of this with Coach Mack.
Look at Coach Legree. Legree in the chat said the refs called the charge. Yo, that's a. Why did that take so long? Like, for real, guys. Why is this taking so long?
That's a.
You saw them decline the penalty?
Oh, they are moving back. Are they replaying the down?
What is going on?
Okay.
Was there another penalty that we missed?
Now, Dre, I know I've long called for some type of communication system between refs and us, but the least I need is them to be mic'd up so the fans can hear what's going on.
All right, so we're not even sure what. I'm assuming it's first down. No, but if it was declined, it would have been a.
Oh, they just called it another flag. It's a false start.
But if they declined the penalty, the result of the play was a fumble. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, PSAL refs proving to be a bowl of confusion.
So sorry about that, folks. I wish we could give you guys more insight on what's going on, but pretty sure it's 1st and 15 after the false start for Eagle Queens. We must have missed the penalty, but it's first down, right?
I am confusion.
Yeah. Of course we're not sure what down it is because the box is wrong. What else?
And you hate to be, as a commentator, you hate to be so confused, but they leave us no choice.
Tosses it. Has a lane. Big hit. A great run from Elijah Thompson.
And there's a flag. 2 flags.
But it's another flag.
Now the pace of this game has regressed due to all the flags and conversations.
Waiting on the call.
Looks like he has a Palm Pilot.
I haven't heard the word Palm Pilot in so long. Hold on, so I'm going to my 2 younger workers. Have you guys ever seen a, what's it called, a BlackBerry?
Curve?
You've never seen a BlackBerry before? Okay, I just wanted to confirm. Just wanted to confirm. You ever seen a BlackBerry? Yeah. All right. Just making sure.
No, that's a sidekick.
That slid? A BlackBerry that slid? I think that's a Nokia. Is that a Nokia?
As we age ourselves here on the broadcast.
I mean, at this point, it's like there's no game to talk about. We've been standing around for the past. They've run one play in the past 17 minutes of real time.
It's like the last 30 seconds of an NBA game.
Lord have mercy. For real. Did they even move? What down is it?
All right. Offsetting penalties. Thank you, Coach Mack.
So offsetting penalties. Thank God we have Coach Mack up here. Handoff. Good tackle. He's actually still on his feet.
Just doesn't go down with the first hit.
Little extracurriculars, but we're still good. All right. I know there's some sharks up here. But somebody put bacon shark in the chat. That is pretty hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie.
Shout out to all my Trinidadians. All right.
Bacon shark is really funny.
Nah,
I can't even lie.
They make me want to go hit up Trin City after this.
Bacon shark is hilarious.
We have lemon pepper wings 2 weeks ago. Now we have bacon shark.
Lemon pepper wings and bacon shark.
I gotta tell you, you guys are creative. I love it.
Oh my God, lemon pepper wings. Shout out to Coach Legree and everybody in the chat, man.
You know I'm gonna get flack at that for work.
A bacon shark?
No. Bringing up the lemon pepper wings.
Listen, that's across the internet, man. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, man. All right. What down is it? I can't tell. It says it's first down on the box.
But you know what's weird? Because it wasn't a first down run, but he had it as third down.
Oh, cameraman. Sorry to call you cameraman, but can you point? Actually, no. Yeah, the game's about to start. So let's go. Let's focus on the game. But I want the fans at home to see what I'm looking at. Why I don't know what down it is. Fakes the. That ball's on the ground. All right, this game is getting crazy. So they do a play action.
But there was only one route, it seemed like.
Yeah, this is that's why I just didn't even know what to say. I was confused at what the play was.
I mean, nonetheless, Sharks did a good job sniffing it out. Ended up getting a sack. That's number 59 in there once again. Sharif Salam. Okay, it went from first down to fourth down. So I believe this is fourth down. And as we see, Eagle still has their offense on the field. Watch for Kassir right in the slot left.
So they are looking to throw. Throws it short. Very dangerous. Almost intercepted. Ball's on the ground again somehow. It is recovered by Eagle Queens, and that will be a turnover on downs.
That was a good job by the Sharks. DB swarming to the ball right there.
So remember, the clock on the screen is not official. Sharks offense is back on the field.
Can't let a ball go. I'm sorry. The Eagle Queens defense cannot let any players get behind them. Granted, I know it's a 2-score game, but still. I'm sure they want to keep up their streak of not giving up too many touchdowns on the season. I think they've given up two total touchdowns. No, 3. The Sharks scored twice.
Yes, so 3 touchdowns on the year for Eagle Queens. But even though mathematically it might be over. Okay, so there's 2:13 on the clock. We just got a time check. 2:13 on the clock. So still time to make something happen, especially if someone's running open down the field. That absolutely should have been a flag.
Definitely.
But no.
Defensive holding. Or is it all PI at this level? Because he definitely prevented him from catching that ball.
That was Elijah White streaking down the field.
Didn't I just say
I saw a PI for sure.
Didn't I just say don't let anybody get behind you? Dangerous.
That's true. That was one-on-one coverage too. Just drop the safeties back, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're playing single high. Timeout,
Timeout Eagle Queens. So again, over 200 people, pretty consistently 200 people in the chat this week today. Really appreciate everyone coming out to support the 2A Battle of the Unbeatens. And again, this is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. Any business inquiries, just look right on the screen, contact the Instagram, or go to the website. And of course, on Monday, 7:15, only one place to be. That is New York Football Talk. Coach Mack from Move the Chains, Jared Veluzzi, Uzi Sports, and of course, myself on the podcast. Mac, there's a lot to talk about on Monday. You saw the result in the Catholic? Yeah, Coach Ed, don't duck Rec. Don't duck us on Monday, Coach Ed. Don't duck us. So second down. Harris looking to throw. Throws it in the middle. It's caught. That's Wade. Wade's been having a very good day receiving.
They got to move with some sense of urgency here. No, they could use a timeout, but they're moved. Or did they? Okay, there it goes.
There's another timeout from the Sharks. And again, you see how fiery both teams have been in this game. If we see this again in the two-way championship, that must be TV.
Listen, I will clear my schedule to call this game if this is the 2A championship.
Hey,
right.
LIC, Springfield, they might have something to say about it, man.
I let my wife know from now. Whatever date it is, I got to be there.
I will warn you, last year, the 2A championship was at Curtis.
Jesus.
Now,
on a weekend or a weekday?
It was. Mac, you remember last year the 2A championship was on a weekend?
Okay.
Saturday and 3A, 4A, right? Okay, so it's Saturday.
Staten Island on a weekend is not bad. Driving to Staten Island during the week is impossible.
Yes. So that's going to be a first down. For the Sharks. Empty backfield. 3 to the bottom. Looking to throw to Harris. Rolls out. Looking. Throws to the middle. Dangerous. Incomplete.
Again, can't throw against your body.
Yeah, try to make something happen.
I get it.
It was incomplete pass. I mean, if the Sharks are going to make the improbable comeback, they're going to have to score within, I'd say, the next 2 plays. So this is second down. 1 in the backfield this time, 4 wide. To Harris. Throws it deep. Has a man overthrown, incomplete. That was intended for Wade Evans.
See what the Eagle defense was doing right there? Let him catch. Don't beat us behind.
Yep.
And that would, if he caught, I'm happy he didn't catch that because Khalil Holder was waiting to lay the boom.
Yeah. So it's going to be third down.
Some confusion on defense here from Eagle Queens.
Yeah, they have 11 on the field. They have 11, so they need to go line up and play. And yeah, they got to waste the timeout. They had 11. I don't know what the confusion was. I don't know if you guys
personnel confusion, maybe.
Yeah. So as far as Sage standout players of the game, Mr. Esso is a lock. I think I have it. I think it's going to be Patah Severin, Kyle Esso, and Cashier Wright. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Honorable mention,
Khalil
Jacob
Holder.
Reed.
Yeah, man. Man. Shout out to him. I mean, just to return that kick when it – man. But you see how important the two-point conversions and the extra points are. This whole game is completely different. They're able to get at least one of those conversions.
100%. Because now you're looking at 22-14
Exactly.
instead of 22-12.
So, the teams, they always go for two, but, if they had the two extra points, that would mean everything right now.
Or a kicker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got to focus on developing a kicker. Hands it off, and that's impressive. Mr. Khalil Holder. There's a flag on the play, losing a bit of composure. But number 11, Khalil Holder, with a big play in the backfield.
That's going to back Sheepshead up, too.
No, it's actually going to be offsetting penalties. Offsetting. Yeah, I guess they called it on Khalil. I just saw him. Looked like it was offsetting penalties.
What, they get him hip drop tackle?
I don't know. I think they just wanted to calm everybody down. So it's offsetting penalties. It's waiting. I mean, this fourth quarter has just been a crawl. Like, let's be honest. I mean,
fourth quarter started with 12 minutes on the clock, but it's taken about 45.
who knows? Nobody knows. So on the field, they don't even know what down it is. This is a madness.
Nah, this is on the refs.
All right. Is that the ball game? We're waiting on the call. Oh, man. I mean, I almost started yelling. I'm like, it is on stream. You could just, somebody grab their phone and look at the plays. I mean, come on, man. This is, like I said, no. Regardless, shout out to the referees. It's a hard job. As the Eagle chants begin. And it is the Eagle offense on the field, correct?
Yeah. I see Patah.
Okay, so Patah is under center. And this, please, I hope this is just a knee.
Looks like victory formation.
The box has been wrong all day, man.
Get off the bench.
All right. Are we ready to hike the ball? Yes. Okay, here we go. Everyone's favorite play, victory formation, as the battle of the unbeatens, maybe round one, goes to Eagle Queens. Victors 22-12. Shout out to both teams, high competitive game. And we'll see if in a few weeks we see this game again. So huge shout out to everyone in the chat sticking around. This is Andre Johnson, Mr. Greg Polius. We will be back next week, just the Eagle game next week. This is the last game in the Game of the Week series. So we will talk about it Monday night. Enjoy your Sunday, everyone.